She just happens to be taking care of prisoners. Y'all just happen to be prisoners.
Chris, your waifu is flawed.
All
Dude,
good characters are
Don't you
flawed.
know? Yeah, don't you know the concept of moe? It requires a flaw. It circles around a flaw. All right, God. Some kind of
Don't you know anything? Jeez. Alright.
And I sniped the last thing out of the sky.
This castle looks like it's a picture of a map.
Yep.
It's a little rough. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. There's the creases in it and everything, but
It's authentic.
I like it.
Authentic.
I like it. It's an authentic map, dude. It's a map.
Oh gosh,
It's
what
so
was
cold at our house.
what was the voice I did?
You were like, Gajit.
Very Khajiit.
It was all
Me
boring.
chico.
Let me find Jazargo real quick.
Man, I was a little concerned if he had to go to the library because he couldn't have squawked from the library. You know, can't squawk in a library.
Okay, Caleb, are you hearing all the noises going into Timmy's mic? Because like I can hear myself typing out of Timmy's mic.
Start
I
typing?
don't-
Like
I don't know if that's coming from you or Timmy.
I can mute myself.
Muted.
Oh yeah, I hear that. Timmy, tap the mic. Tap the mic. It's on the Oculus.
It's not on the Oculus. I literally just checked it. It's not on the Oculus.
It's not the mic. You just slap it.
It's. I'm just gonna unplug it. It's not even telling me that it's plugged in. Ah, jeez.
Purple pen. How long have I had a purple
Man, I wish it was cold enough to use a Snuggie at my house.
Dude, our house is legit freaking cold.
We just now don't run the heat because we're broke. So I'm sitting here with a heater and socks sometimes, and Timmy's sitting there with a snuggie.
Dude, one of the nice things of this new house is that it's natural gas heating. and it's
It doesn't
so
have the.
much cheaper than oil heating.
Jeez.
And so
Ours
it's
is
like,
also, we're just poor. We're just greedy boys, you know. We don't want to spend that money on heating.
we can finally
We
turn
have-
the temperature up to 66 degrees.
We have one natural gas furnace.
So does this sound
for the
better?
entire house.
Can y'all hear me at all?
I hear you. Go slap Aiden's computer or something.
Aiden, why is he not here? The moment I'm like, and all I see is the back of my head in sadness. Aiden, slap some stuff.
I got what?
Slap
Make some
stuff.
noise. Make some noise.
Slap
I
some
hear it.
cards.
Mute yourself and then do it.
Can you
I
smack
can't
them?
hear.
Can you smack them? Oh, it is. Okay, now it's working.
And the echo, I don't hear myself.
Oh, okay, so it's better now.
I came over to my settings, and it said, the Oculus is this one, and I was not on the Oculus. So I have no idea why.
Strange.
This doesn't even make sense.
Oh, I used a pencil for this? Oh, God. I'm supposed to do calligraphy without ink.
Doing calligraphy over here? Man? The heck?
No, it's my notebook. My campaign notes.
Dang, man, it's getting fancy and stuff. I don't even have that much effort put into the campaign, and I'm the GM.
I think you can probably increase your mic input now because now you're a little quiet.
Yeah.
But I have werewolves together, Caleb. In your opinion, is Nylea on flavor? She's the goddess of the hunt. So werewolves.
That's pretty good.
I'm thinking about putting her in, probably over Sarkin because Sarkin isn't that good. I just don't think I know how often
Do I sound like AIDS?
No,
you sound still pretty quiet. But I
sound
don't know.
good.
I just don't want.
I don't know how my devotion's gonna work on that, but
odds are at some point I'm gonna start yelling belligerently at y'all.
Well, when it comes down to it, you're the GM, so if anyone
allowed
should be allowed, it should be
Belligerently
you.
yell? Oh, well, okay.
Chris got super pixelated for me.
He gets that from that. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It's the sickness.
The thing is, yeah, I have no internet, and I'm in a cell dead zone in the middle of a valley, so it's
Why did y'all choose to live
like
here?
literally my room is like the one place in the house where you can get a semi-reliable connection. So
Thank God.
Why do people live?
No
in
wonder it's taking y'all forever to get in.
why do people live in Maine?
Why do people live there? Why do you? Well, okay, let me see.
We had a record low in town yesterday morning of 8 degrees on November the 14th.
8 degrees.
So, not counting like wind chill and shit. So yeah, it was a fun day.
Why do people live there? Who chooses?
Say fuck you to God.
Who? Okay. Whenever they were like landing in America, they lived there because they had to live there because that's where you landed. Who
Yeah.
chose to stay? Whenever everybody was going west, why did any of them go?
Hey,
You know what?
Cheap land.
I'm okay here.
Cheap land.
Chigo.
Yeah, dude. When people were going west, people were expanding north in Maine. They were going further.
Yeah, they're like, we're just going to Canada.
There's got to be gold up here somewhere.
Somewhere's in the snow, there's gold. It just only makes sense. The moment where like American history is just 90% gold.
Yeah.
Money driven. Yeah, bunch of greed.
Capitalism
even
ho.
after that, you're like,
Capitalism. Ho.
yeah, you're like even Civil War. It's pretty much based around gold. Yeah, like after the Civil War, gold. World War I, gold.
We don't back our money with gold anymore.
That's where we went wrong. We stopped.
We don't back our money with anything.
Yeah.
We back to oil. Freaking
Give me oil.
Just walk into a bank. You gotta have some oil for this, please. Thanks.
Need some gas for my car.
Your cars don't run
Alright.
on oil, you savage.
I make my own gasoline. Thank you very much.
There's probably someone out there who does.
Somebody does it. Somebody.
There's
out here
someone out there who makes their own gasoline.
And it's
some
probably
crazy
his car is probably never his engine is probably never needs to be cleaned.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the engine is perfect. His car is probably from the 50s, but his car just runs so great because it's running on that homemade oil.
It's probably got tons of kerosene lamps.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, his kerosene
Never.
lamp.
His house is just lit with kerosene lamps.
Yeah, man.
He's a genius. He's saving so much money.
Yeah, honestly, we should all do what he's doing.
That's solar panels.
You know what? I'm sold. I'm just about doing it all myself.
I think we should all just go back to whale blubber for fuel. I think that was a pretty
Yeah,
pretty
the
similar time.
That
a
didn't
whale,
drive
right?
them extinct or anything.
I think we have enough
wish they-
whales.
I don't have notes. We defeated the monsters and were invited to a feast at the palace. It's the
Yeah,
very
that's
last
where we
thing
are
I
right
have.
We're
We
at-
killed Bacchus and we're sentenced to death.
Caleb,
Yeah, because
I
y'all
was-
killed the god.
I pulled my Omnith up on MTG Vault, right?
Oh, man, my face is itchy.
You know how it gives you like the breakdown of the mana symbols in the deck?
Mhm.
Omnith has 9 red symbols.
Man, I'm upset that I couldn't
Including
get my
Omnith, we get to 11.
One
Then
plus
there's
4.
68 green.
Caleb, what deck do I bring tonight, man? Every deck I play, everyone hates me for it.
What are you talking about? No
Don't
one
play one of your
no
decks,
one
play
hates
one of
no
yours.
you can play one of my decks.
Chris, tell me what deck to play.
Play Chris's deck.
Blue control deck, alright? That's how you get
What would
the-
they give you, Brocco?
A
Yeah, play
moment
my
when
deck. No one will hate you for playing my deck, I promise.
Oh yeah, Chris's deck is something. You seen it, right?
I'm not sure what deck it was.
It's it's a Sphinx that says, is it the
Yeah,
Sphinx with
it's
the Sphinx revelation on him?
it's
Oh,
the Asteria that makes you draw when you
Azor?
take damage, I believe.
Azor? Yeah.
If it's Azor, you draw X, gain X.
No. You draw, I believe, either when you attack or when you take damage. It's been a while. It's Asperia. It's one of the Asperias.
When a flying creature, no,
No, it's not the long.
yeah, Asperia. That's Asperia. That's not Azor.
Oh, it's a spirit. Yeah,
It's-
yeah. When a creature takes you or planeswalker you control, you can draw a card. Yeah.
Just making people not want to
Alright,
attack.
I've got it here.
Yeah, and then he just plays like, oh, he's really busting him out. He's got the sheep. He's got the sheep that gains life, like 1 life on his upkeep or something.
Oh yeah, Nick's Fleece Ram.
Oh,
Yeah,
that game.
Supreme Judge. Whenever you get attacked or a planeswalker you control, you may draw a card. I also have that other Asperia that requires like massive game knowledge to use, but I don't use that because I have no game knowledge.
You're like, I just want people to not attack me, so that
Yeah.
I won't draw cards.
It's like
Yeah.
name a card, and if it's in your opponent's hand, you like instantly fucking win or some shit.
just name a land.
I think it has to be a creature. I can't
Oh
remember.
yeah. Well, that's not
It
happening.
would probably
in
say
Commander
it would probably
anyway.
say non-land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, non-land
You
permanent.
would just play telepathy so you can see everyone's hands.
And then you
Yeah.
name a card in that player's hand and
Yeah.
then win.
Mhm.
All right. You make
Dude,
you
my-
can play any of the cards that make people play with the top of their deck
favorite
revealed,
was
and then they
when-
just draw that card and you go, I win.
Yeah. Dude, my favorite, the deck was even worse than it is now, but back before it was a commander deck, it was like a bunch of defenders, and I had like 4 friggin' magpies. And I would just have a bunch of defenders and like just start stealing shit from you and draw them 20 cards a turn, and I didn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
have anything to remove
To-
max hand size, so it was just awful.
Awesome.
It's just awful. It's just sad.
Dude, I made a commander deck that's exclusively defenders, and it makes me so happy.
And it is an
Yeah.
aggro deck.
Yeah.
And then you get those cards. You get cards that like give your buff your defenders a bunch, and then you get cards that let your defenders attack. and then
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the commander itself does.
He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh man.
Deals
I'm happy that
damage
one of
with
us
his
has
spells.
it. Can I play him tonight?
Alright. Sorry.
Arcadius?
Oh, I
Yeah.
probably need a.
Sure.
Did you find that Beckett Brass, Caleb?
Yeah, I found it.
Where was it?
It was in one of my
I
sacks.
don't want to say.
Oh, you found your Beckett Brass. I thought you
Yeah.
found
You
out.
don't want to. That
I
that makes me
don't-
want to know more.
Did Sally get it?
No. Beckett Brass is the only commander that I didn't have in a different colored sleeve.
So you shuffled into the deck.
I shuffled in the deck.
It happens.
Yep.
All right,
It's
yeehaw, howdy
just-
partners. So we
Yeehaw! Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw.
Okay,
Get down here, you're
dude. I don't remember if I had accents for any of these
Get
characters.
down,
I don't
square
remember
dancing.
What I was doing. I don't remember who I was. I
think
don't know
there
what I
was
am.
Any accents for any characters?
I
don't
had
even-
an accent.
He has an accent.
am I doing over
Caleb
Edge.
has glasses.
I have glasses.
Just ready?
Even though Goodman doesn't have glasses.
This poor has glasses, but I have no glasses.
Okay. Bacchus isn't here because Bacchus sucks. We don't want Bacchus.
I hate Marcus, really.
I also hate
That
Bacchus.
guy's just a
What's
jerk.
the Emperor's name? Did I
Hey, what?
do we know?
Whose name?
The Emperor?
I don't remember. He had a name.
No shit. Augustus. Okay.
Yes,
Augustus.
Augustus. That was it. Thank you for writing stuff down for me, man. I've been out of it. Out of
Come on,
my-
Timmy.
I want to wear the Snuggie for warmth, but the sleeves are too long.
I want to have my character sheet up on the other page, but it covers Chris's beautiful face.
I feel that.
You can't see
Always
his
know that.
face anyway.
What if I move a little closer that
And then don't move, just like.
Just stare at the camera.
All right.
You guys ready to play some Dungeon?
On know. Is it better if I have the camera on this screen that I'm never looking at because I'm always looking at this one over here to see you guys?
That's what I do.
Or if I move it over to this screen
Oh,
over
no, I do.
here,
Oh, I don't like Aiden from this angle. This is a bad angle for
and
Aiden.
then I'll always be looking at it this way.
Yeah, but I like you look better on
Nah,
the other angle.
Put it on. Yeah, put it on the other one. Even though this is what I do, I have you when I look at you guys, I'm looking at the camera. But
That's what I have it because like whenever I'm over here doing stuff, and then whenever I'm like I'm like looking at y'all,
yeah.
and
yeah,
so now like because I'm wanting to see what y'all are doing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, what have you done?
Yeah, everything just went to absolute crap. Oh, it's bad. It's
Oh.
real bad.
That lamp
just-
is making
just
it
give us
really
a-
bad.
I can see
Give
Daniel.
us a sec.
I can barely see that Warhammer. That lamp is causing some glare.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's
Oh,
teleporting.
jeez. Oh, my one more.
Chris has ascended.
Oh, you guys need to see. No, wait till Chris gets back.
New Butterfinger?
There's a new Butterfinger.
Yeah, apparently it's new Butterfinger. What difference there is, I don't know.
Oh, he's gone. Okay, there you
Oh,
go.
hey, that's a lot better.
That does look better.
Hey, there's Chris.
Much better. It's much better. Hey, you guys, Chris isn't green anymore. He's always been green. You guys gotta see what Chris got me for Christmas. For Christmas.
For Thanksgiving, actually.
Yeah, look at him.
Flork.
You know,
It's
Flork.
wonderful. Look at his little arm.
His little doodle arms.
Oh, that's
He's
good.
got the long arms, dude.
The long arms of the law.
We'll set him down somewhere. Where you
The
can
sock,
just
the sock puppets.
What the heck? Who posted?
Oh, Chris crashed.
put him right here.
Oh no.
There he
My
is.
heart.
There you go. Can you see him?
Yes.
He's having a time.
He's having a time over there. Where's Chris?
I miss Chris.
We're gonna be missing him for like
Man, I
another week.
can't- I wanted to play Smite all day today, but I couldn't.
I want to play too.
But you have to dig holes.
Yeah.
Dig holes
I
and sell
went and helped-
stocks.
Yeah, I helped my uncle move his trailer, which was fun. Gavin was helping, and he couldn't handle
The pressure. The pressure got to him.
No, because we were picking up these sheets of plywood to put on the ground,
Whoa.
so he could drive
It's a
over
very
it, so it
serious
didn't
looking
destroy the
Chris.
All right. Yeah. What y'all think?
Whoa, that
Okay,
sound
boy.
is.
The
We got
boy?
delay.
That's a good boy.
It's a good boy.
It's so choppy.
I think there's a desync on the sound or something.
How much does it cost for us to import a Chris here? We should pull the money together to import a Chris.
Dude, y'all
Yeah.
couldn't even go to Japan. All right.
Man, I'm gonna have the money for it next year. I'm still down.
Well, who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
Caleb, start saving.
I'm saving.
Keep selling your blood and stop buying games with it, but put it in a. Oh, it's
Stop.
not again.
Cancel your Final Fantasy subscription.
Yep, Japan is more important than Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy is Japan.
He has me there.
God.
300 IQ. Who needs to go to Japan when I'm here right now? Alright. So I wish I could make this map bigger, but I know if I make it bigger, it's gonna jack everything up. So whatever. We'll just zoom in.
For some reason, it's using my laptop webcam right now.
It doesn't look awful. Not great, but it's not bad. I wish the table was in like a more centrally located area in this castle. This is over here in the corner, and
Yeah,
it's just
there.
like, oh, over here. Oh, he's
Oh.
gone. No.
I don't think it's a castle. I think it's
It's more of a
a
keep.
keep.
Yeah, but it was there and it didn't look like
Well,
booty
then-
butt cheeks.
Then just put a table. You want a table there? Just put a table there.
Just say there's a table there.
Here you go. It's a table.
It's a table.
Oh, you gotta scribble it in a little bit.
With
Yeah.
the lowly waifu guards and the traps and
Boom.
There.
That's a table.
I scribbled it in, but you scribbled on my scribble.
he scribbled on the scribble.
Well, how do I put this on the? I need to layer it. How do I put it on the bottom? Oh no, what have I done? Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, everything's ugly now. Oh, what have I done? I had to individual. Oh no.
I'll
Oh no.
make you-
What if
I'll make you a new table.
it's here? It's just underneath.
It's a brown table.
Oh, what have I done? Okay, so I take this here and oh no.
Everything's
okay, we're
ruined.
You can
ev-
Control Z. That is a button.
I love how when Chris's camera isn't there, it just has the icon behind it, so it's just like big Chris face. just staring into your soul.
There.
Oh no, what have I done?
Oh no.
The keep disappears. We're falling through reality.
I mean, honestly, if we're not gonna fight here, does there have to be a map? Or is that
No, it
spoiler?
just was better for lore, okay?
For lore purposes.
get outta here.
Scribble.
Get out of here, die.
Delete the scribble.
No, I tried. I delete the map. What have I done? Okay, well, sure. How do I get this to not be here? I get. Whatever. We're just gonna come. I'm
You
sorry. I
move
loved
it?
your table.
I can move it.
No, it wasn't that. I can't get the guys over it.
Put it on the map. Send it to the map layer. Do you have nothing on the map layer?
If you put it on map layer, it does that.
Well, put the map on the map layer.
When I right click the map, it doesn't do anything. It says copy paste. I don't know what happened.
And go to the map layer and move the map to the back.
I don't know how to do these things. Oh, there it is. I got it.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
Take Bikini
Oh.
Bottom and push to somewhere else.
What have I done? What is this? What is happening?
Push.
Why is everything so ghosty?
If Timmy was gonna be troubleshooting, I'd rather be troubleshooting in Fantasy Grounds.
This is true.
Okay, well, none of this matters anymore. I'm just trying to get back to how it's supposed to look. I
We're
don't
in
know
the
what I
keep.
did.
we're in the castle
Oh, what have I done?
with
I'm
the
not even
emperor.
in the game.
Timmy, just go. Just forget the map.
All right.
The map
last
doesn't
time-
matter. Okay. On the last adventure of the Scrub Lords fighting random trash because their GM sucks, y'all just finished fighting the things that no one even tried to do a knowledge history check or knowledge nature or knowledge anything on, so
As
y'all
if-
don't actually know what y'all were fighting at
as,
all.
As if I was learned
They
in
were
demonism.
You are a scientist. You're
Yeah,
telling me you
I'm-
don't know anything
I'm
about
not
the
a
lore of the
theo-
land?
I'm not a theologian.
Let's see. My knowledges are
I thought scientists were all demonologists.
Arcana.
It's blasphemy.
I know Arcana, and that is it.
Okay, apparently y'all don't have knowledge. Okay.
We're dumb.
I
We're a
have the
bunch
knowledge.
of. We're just a.
I know
Dumb
a lot about
dummies.
nature.
Dude, samurai have got some knowledge, but actually they've got one knowledge. But
Yeah, I
still.
Yeah,
I got
we
some one knowledge.
We got 3 knowledge between the 3 of us. This is good.
We have 3.
All right.
This is
We're
where
just
you
a bunch
insert.
of bubbly idiots.
This is where you insert exposition NPC that tells us everything we
Yeah.
need to know.
All right, is let y'all fight something you don't know how to fight and I'll die.
It's
All
this
right.
snake-like creature with snake hair. And... Oh, none of you have any sort of knowledge.
It must be venomous.
Charge!
It's a snake. It should bite me. I'm gonna run straight at it. I died.
You were turned to stone. What do you mean?
That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, we just gotta get King Midas on our side and get him to shake her hand.
That's a
Two
good
birds
idea.
with one stone right there.
A moment when you go to her thing to get her head and you find King Midas's hand, you take that instead. Oh, this is better.
This is better. It's strictly better. In every
Well, one of them's range, okay. One of them's a touch attack.
One of them's touch attack. I'll take the touch attack.
But the touch attack makes money.
Yes. They're gonna go and fight Cerberus with a touch attack.
Yeah. He has to
You
touch
killed
us.
Excuse me, sir. It can be ranged.
You just throw it really hard.
My priceless hand that is completely amazing. Everything it hits on the way down turns to gold. Turn the whole all of hell to gold. Oh. As they throw in the water. Oh.
Oh no.
Heaven
The
may have
water.
streets of gold, but now hell has a lake of gold.
Everyone's like, I'm going to hell. Way better.
There's no
Get away.
water in here.
There's no water in here. Oh, everything just went to crap. I don't even know what my life.
Are we recording today?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Celebration. Y'all don't get that. It was a random African guy that was
Yeah.
telling us a story. The homeschool group. Oh, I love that guy, man. Couldn't understand what he was saying other than celebration. That was great. Anyway, that's what y'all are doing. So, y'all
Can we get
are
some fair music?
fair music. I don't know how to play music. Caleb, play fan music.
I can't. I don't have the power.
Well, is this a fair or like we're at the castle eating dinner with the emperor music?
I need a nice trumpet music with some dang trumpets.
Fanfare.
I was just gonna say, type in the word fanfare, and I'm sure you'll find something with trumpets.
Okay, well,
Just play some
I spelled
John
fair wrong.
Williams. You'll find some trumpets.
Yeah, John Williams and his trumpets, man. He loves them.
All kinds of
See,
horns.
there's a guy with a nice trumpet. That's perfect. That's everything I wanted. How do I get this into that?
Add it to the thing.
I think
I have to add a whole playlist. Wait, what?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, you can just add one song. And then I just play it. It's only like 11 seconds. How do I play it?
You click play next to it.
I am, and it doesn't do anything.
I don't know.
Rip, that did nothing. What? Why does this not work?
Well, while we're troubleshooting, I'm gonna get water because my mouth is dry.
not having water with you already.
Oh, that's what I did wrong. Okay, I see what I did. I see what I. Oh, I have to download the song. I can't just download the freaking. I don't want to do this. This is for smart people. Not a freaking splice soundtracks. What the heck? Oh, wait. There's already bass stuff in this thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Can I just search fanfare in here and something might come up?
Mhm.
Something came up. Hey, that's sound that we're listening to.
Thank you.
I didn't know that there was bass music already in this thing. I would have been using this whole time.
I don't hear anything.
The adventure
Turn your master
begins.
volume on.
The adventure has already begun.
No, playing
We're
Metropolis Fin.
This sounds a little bit like we're going somewheres, not sitting
just
down
had
for a
to-
party.
Go to the tab.
Yeah.
We're going
in order
to
to
the
start it.
castle.
Yeah.
I'm just jamming to this song now. It's a little
I'm gonna be
distracting.
relying on y'all for music because I I can't control Spotify audio on this thing, so I can't play it because it'd be too loud.
Darn.
How do I manage this? It's so loud. All I can hear is this.
Go out settings. Go to master volume.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's much better. Okay, thank goodness. That was blowing my eardrums out. Okay. So, y'all are paraded through the town like conquering heroes. In actuality, they're just praising the emperor, and y'all just happen to be behind him. You're walking through the town, and everything is crap. You realize that y'all were just at the part of it when there's damage everywhere. Everything got pieced up. There's blood and guts in the street. I mean, if y'all weren't battle-hardened war criminals, y'all would be a little more disturbed by this. But y'all really aren't. This is an average day at the office, you know. But I mean, there's people crying. Everything's bad. Everyone's like,
I'm not a
"Oh,
war
no."
criminal.
Okay, well, everybody else is.
Yeah, I'm a
I'm not a war
sexual
criminal.
offender. Okay.
Sexual.
None of us are war
What is the
criminals.
difference?
What is
Did you
war?
kill somebody in cold blood though?
I killed somebody that had cold blood.
Whoa. Plot thickens. Wait, did he only have cold blood after you killed him? 'Cause then that makes
I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Huh? To be honest, I kind of need some water myself, but then I'd have to
It's too
get
late
up.
for that now.
And I'm already tucked in, you know.
committed.
I'm committed to being
We've already
tucked in
started.
the chair. And I wish this map wasn't completely AIDS, and I have no idea what I did wrong. Whatever. But can't even click edit. I don't even know it. I jacked this thing up. Okay, well that's better. Okay. Oops. I'm just messing with settings and everything's wonking out. But so y'all would get to the palace, and it's pretty nice. I mean, it looks better than this map, that's for sure. And you go into this beautiful dining hall area. Dining town. Don't know what the heck a dining town is. This dining hall, and you walk in, and the table's already set, and it's covered in food, and it's covered in all the drinks you could ever want, and it's beautiful, and everything is. You're like, it's so shiny from all the silverware. You're like, oh, it's so wonderful. And there's like hundreds of servants, and they're just like sitting there, like, welcome, sir. Will you here have a seat here?
I wink at the servant.
You winked at the
Winked
servant?
the servant.
It was a dude,
Yeah.
but yeah, all right.
Yeah,
You
I
like-
still wink at the servant.
he moves you. Oh, he moves you a little closer to the emperor. Yeah. But even still, you're like 5-6 chairs down from the emperor, because obviously.
I saved his life.
Yes. You know. Zayden's the real hero of the story. Caleb, he's the farthest down from the emperor. He's at like the end of the table. He's
You really
there
don't like me.
Caleb was just looting the town.
He's
Was
on
he
the
breaking
end of the
into the
table.
armory?
with the gross food. Like there's the good side that the emperor's on, and Caleb's on the bad side of the table.
Man, who's this Caleb guy? He really sucks.
Yeah.
Got stuff like lobster, all that stuff
Yeah.
that nobody cares about back then.
Yeah, lobster. Ugh. We have just lobster lying around. We can walk outside, pick a lobster up, and throw it on the grill. Who cares about lobster nowadays? Buy it for about 50 cents. Go to a gas station, buy a little lobster there.
They
Yeah.
have gas stations here.
Yes,
Yeah.
station.
It's just lobster lying around all over this place. But I accidentally untucked myself. Now my feet are cold. So you're partaking of the festivities, and once y'all are well boozed up and well ate, the evening starts to die down a little bit. A couple fights break out. probably Edgy started it. You know, just average.
I didn't start it. All I did was ask the nice woman on a date, and how was I supposed to know she was married?
Yeah, you know. And how are you supposed
And-
to know that she would accept? You know, that's
Yeah.
what you know. You weren't. How are you supposed to know?
And how was I
That's
supposed
not
to
your
know
fault.
the other 10 of them would also be married? So
How are you supposed to know that it was actually a guy? I mean, how are you supposed to know? You know, like, and he was also married to a guy.
Back then, dude.
10-year-old kid.
How are you supposed to know that it was a child and you know her parents were there?
How am I supposed to know when I have no knowledge checks?
Exactly.
How do you know?
Dude, I can tell you their friggin' religion, but I know. I can't.
I only know what religion she was, and the religion said it was okay. He was obviously a believer of one of these random religions that say, live it up while you're here. Pretty much all of Rome at this time followed the religion of, hey, we're gonna die soon. Might as well party hard. Party hard. Excellent.
Excellent.
So- As it starts to wind down, you know, people start like banging on the door, you know, and you're like, you realize now that they've low key been banging on the door the whole time, but now just the party's dying down, you can actually hear the people banging on the door, you know, and you're like, what's going on over there, you know, and you know you can see like there's like guards like barricading the door, you know, and they're like stacking stuff up. Didn't really notice it
What?
because y'all were too busy drinking and eating. But now that the party is dying down, you realize that y'all are currently under attack.
Chico is very intoxicated right now.
Yeah, no, y'all should all be. I mean, you're partying with the Emperor. The Emperor is a couple barrels deep. You know, no one at the table cares at all. The guards are losing their crap. Doesn't matter though. You know, it's their job.
They got this.
They got, you know. The guards start freaking out. They start running over to the Emperor. They're like, Emperor, wake up! He's passed out. He's over there. He's like, oh, God, you know, they're like, come on, man. Emperor, get up! You know, and he eventually like, what? What's up? And they're like, freaking peasants are trying to break into the castle.
Freaking peasant.
You know, the Emperor, just kill him.
Damn plebeian.
Just
Just kill him.
Kill him. You know, and the guard's like, yeah, I got it. You know, he goes over there and he starts dumping hot oil over the side.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No, he's like, sir, they're already been through so much today. Oh, you know, give them the leftovers. Yeah, just give them leftovers.
Let the meat cake.
Sir, y'all ate it all.
See how they...
Give them the scraps. Sir, there's none left.
Dang.
Throw something at him.
So
Yeah.
throw something at him.
Throw something at him. I don't care. Throw stuff at him. You know? He's like, sir, you ate all the food. The
All
food that
of-
we had, we gave you. The rest of the food was stolen. Throw gold at him. I don't care.
Just throw gold at him.
So the guard's like, sure. You know, he starts
So-
grabbing up silverware and just starts grabbing cups. And he starts going over there. They open like a little thing on the door and they start shoving silverware through the little porthole.
What
He's
the
just like,
heck?
Go, leave. It's not working at all. It's actually just making them more riled up. And now they're armed with forks and knives and they're just trying to stab through the door.
So Edo, who is very drunk right now, is
mhm.
going to break out from whatever bad brawl he's gotten himself into this time. Slam a foot down on the table, strike up a hero pose, and say, "Don't worry, my lord. I will take care of the riffraff." And he's gonna stagger on over to the front door and start like trying to like push over the guards and like stick his face into that little porthole they were using. To be like, "It is me, your beloved hero of the of
Coliseum.
The
Coliseum?
Coliseum.
he's just gonna start like falling asleep with them.
Hero of the Squawk?
Squawk.
Yeah.
All right.
no, the guards are like, I did nothing. They pick you up. They start carrying you over to the sleepery over here.
All his 300-pound self.
Yeah, there's like 3 guys. Oh, he's so freaking heavy. They drag you off. You're like, I really want to And then she's gonna come over here and with her fine self. She's gonna try and like, what's going on over here, guys? What's going on? The guards are like, it's a riot out there. It's losing their minds. She's like, what's the deal? Why are they so what's they so mad about? Apparently, all of their homes were burned down. How is this our fault? What are we supposed to do? And she's like, I mean, they gotta sleep somewhere. I mean, they don't have homes anymore. Well, there was a place we could like put them.
In the Coliseum?
I do have the keys to an exceptionally large building here. Do we try this? But ma'am, there's prisoners in there. Well, we'll just move them into one cell, and we'll put everybody else in the other ones. That's a good idea, ma'am.
Prisoners will kill each other.
Low priority, Aiden. Low priority.
I'm gonna poke my head up from my slumber and say, look at Chigo, like, hey, fire guy, can't you like unburn the houses?
Unburn the houses.
Chigo is currently passed out under a chair.
Oh, yeah.
Under a chair?
Yeah, he's under
Curled
the
up like a cat?
Yeah.
He's out.
Okay, what's your state of intoxication right now?
Well, after I have successfully swindled as much alcohol as possible into my personal effects, then I probably will be at least like heavily inebriated.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, okay.
like I'm gonna be seeing double at this point.
Yeah, you're like, wow, there's a whole lot of guys out there. Like a lot.
We won't
Yeah.
disclaimer away from.
You're like, man, there's like 700 guards in here. They got it under control. You know?
It's not my job.
Exactly. It's not y'all's job. It's actually these guys' job. They're actually doing their job.
Wow.
The emperor's
very well.
the emperor's completely passed out now, and she's like, well, I guess this is my job now. Even though she's just the warden, and she's only in charge of the prison, but she knows that there's beds in there. So she opens the little porthole, and she's like, everybody, calm down, calm down, calm down. And everyone's throwing forks at her and trying to stab her in the eyes, and she's like, you know. And she takes her sword and starts poking through. Back. You know, and they're like,
Heathens.
sorry. She's like, I have a plan. We take Bikini Bottom and we move it somewhere else. And they're like, that's a good idea. Okay. You know, okay, sure, yeah, we'll do that. As soon as she, like opens the door, they just start trying to like freaking bum rush the castle, obviously.
Dude. We'll just
You know, they're running in, and the guards, they're just freaking whoosh, whoosh, they're just taking them out, man. They're just stabbing and
just killing
slicing.
them.
She's
Oh my
stabbing.
God.
Oh,
slicing.
I'm not, dude. I'm out of here.
They're
Oh no.
killing them in the droves. I mean, these
I'm
people
gonna-
I don't even know why they're running it with forks, and they're getting buzzsawed
All right,
by these guards.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to pick up Chigo off the floor. Get up.
You're gonna
You know what I'm
take
saying?
me?
I'm gonna try to wake you up. Yeah.
All right, I am awakened.
All right.
Yeah, you're a
dude,
little
it's
grog,
bad,
but
dude. Hey, we gotta get out of here. Where's Edgy?
Where's the boy?
Come on, let's go. And I'm gonna go find the fat man, the fat bird.
The fat man, yeah, he's over here. You can grab the fat boy.
I'm
Go to, roll a perception on to try and find a way out, Caleb.
All right. Who's Caleb though?
Can I aid him in my inebriated state?
Sure, yeah, you can aid him.
Yeah. All right. Roll for aid.
Hmm
That's I roll the same check, is it, or do I just roll a
It-
d20 flat?
No, you roll same check.
Check. Okay. I got an 11.
11. All right. So I get +2. So that's gonna be a 10.
All right, you have a
Just
10.
barely.
Is that
Nice.
including your inebriation,
Yeah.
or is that not? That's including it. Okay.
No.
Um,
It doesn't apply to. Well, I didn't look. I don't know what level of
It
drunkenness.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, there's a back exit, because that would be your first guess. So you'll start kind of wobbling towards what y'all would assume would
Three
be the
drunken
back.
friends like staggering left and right.
No.
Come on.
Like all three are holding each other up, and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk
you'll
Trying
over
keep
to
falling
get
on your
out.
face, and you pick them up, and then you fall on your face, and pretty much just playing like leapfrog with falling on y'all's faces. You'll make it to the back of the building, and you'll see like there's just guards running to the front. Like they're just running past y'all. They don't even there's rich people running around everywhere. Everything's going to crap. The whole place is now, you smell burning. Y'all don't know what's burning, but y'all smell smoke.
You smell like bird.
Yeah, you're
All right.
every-
So, do we make it outside?
Y'all make it to where y'all see where the guards are flooding out of, but the guards are flooding out of it, so you have to like fight y'all's way through, but y'all are belligerently drunk, and y'all eventually do make it out though, yeah.
Okay.
And as y'all make it out, you'll look back, and the castle is on fire.
The castle is on fire.
The castle is on
The
fire.
castle. Oh. Guys, we gotta get out of here.
And as y'all are making y'all's great escape, you'll hear a loud crack and lightning fall from the sky. And
I guess the Emperor woke up.
makes sense, Tim.
Wait, I'm missing. I'm forgetting something. I had a began with an N. Navar. Navar. Oh no,
Oh.
nap time. All right.
No, nap time.
Oh. I got a name
You're
of
my
that
waifu.
for you.
She's fighting peasants. We
Yeah,
love
she's
her.
she's fighting peasants. She can handle herself, right?
They're just peasants
Wherever
with
wherever
silverware.
she is, yeah, whatever she is.
And as
Yeah.
y'all are trying to make y'all escape after the thunder crack, now all the guards are like spilling out of the exit.
That
And
we just came out of.
Yeah, and they're
Oh, jeez.
plowing through y'all. Y'all are blown right out of the way. Y'all, they're trampling over y'all. Y'all, they don't even care. They're just trying to get out.
Who
Yeah.
knew? Demons come to kill the Emperor? Nothing. Peasants. Peasants, though.
Wrath of God.
Exactly. No one can beat a mob of peasants. Okay, it's
Alright.
invincible.
Can we keep running, or is that not gonna work?
No, y'all are totally unconscious. Y'all got trampled.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Fade to black. All right.
Yeah, y'all were already on the brink, and now that
Well,
y'all are trampled,
We're
y'all are
definitely dead.
straight up unconscious. Yes.
Well, that was a good campaign,
All right.
guys.
Well.
Oh, yeah.
It's been fun.
Pick 3 guards to
Yep.
move
Yep.
over to.
To play as.
Continue the game as these 3 cards.
Can I be the waifu?
And you just got to spend the whole game mourning at OG.
Polly.
love. But y'all wake up, and y'all are in like what looks to be some kind of infirmary.
Oh, is it an infirmary?
No, it looks to y'all are in a bed with a room with many beds,
Okay.
and there's appears to be like blood on a lot of the beds.
So this
Uh-huh.
is a war camp
Yeah.
infirmary.
Yes,
I
it's
assume-
a war
I
camp
assume it's-
infirmary. It's not a hospital.
We're
It
in a
appears
tent.
to be a room with a bunch of beds in it with injured people on said beds.
All right. Are we all woken up?
Let's say you're awake,
right,
because
where's-
you have immunities to
I actually-
most of these
Actually, do.
maladies.
Where's my boys?
I have Samurai Resolve as well. So I can get,
I mean,
mm,
it's not that big of a deal.
I have.
I'm
I'm just a
poisonous.
drunk.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna Samurai's resolve a hangover.
I mean, technically.
All
Can.
right. Where's my boys? What's the situation?
Uh,
Am I sitting
so
up? Am I strapped to the bed, or am I free to?
no,
get
you're
out
not
the-
strapped to a bed. You're a little sore. You're a little hungover.
Are any of
Um,
us strapped to the
You're
Are we about to get kinky?
you're everyone in the room is butt naked.
Except one
Wait,
guy in a good
okay,
mask.
Okay, wait. First things first. I look around for medicines and any types of reagents that might be used in such a
Alchemy.
can. Yeah.
There will be a lot of bandages. A
Taking
lot
those. I'm stealing them.
of gross syringes that have not been cleaned.
I'm stealing those for sure.
A lot of random things that looked to clamp things opened or closed.
Hmm.
Uh,
Oh hell yeah!
oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
we
Yeah,
win.
yeah. Do I need to write this down? Do I need to write this?
Kale just
Yeah,
wakes
what-
up. Ooh.
Jake medical supplies.
All right,
True
all right.
RPG character.
A lot of bandages though. There's like maybe one vial of like painkiller, which isn't really an accurate painkiller. It's just like some really really strong alcohol. It's like 100
Bruiser.
proof. It's just the stuff that's just supposed to straight up knock you unconscious.
All right.
If it kills you,
By-
it kills the pain.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's how chemo works.
exactly.
I'm gonna put that down as tranquilizer.
That will be fine. I will accept that as a tranquilizer.
Alright.
'Cause that's pretty much what it's for.
All right. Now that the important thing's out of the way, where's my boys?
Looking for the boys.
Where's the boy?
Oh, and you also find your effects in like a little bag next to you because
I never got my father's
Cool.
staff.
I'm
Ah,
sure it's fine. The castle didn't burn
Well, okay.
down. We're all good.
it's a magical staff, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't be immune to fire at that point, but
It's not gonna catch on fire. Best luck. Well, actually, I can't say this. I can't say this now because I don't know where you are. But I need to find you first. So where's the boys?
Yeah.
The boys are in their beds like next to you.
Get up!
You didn't even loot their stuff before you woke them up.
I know they don't have anything. I've been with them this whole time.
Yeah, they just have like clothes,
Mhm,
the clothes off their back,
yeah.
I don't require equipment.
whatever weapons y'all had at the time might have been next to y'all.
All right.
So now all the
I'm
boys
waking
are
up.
awake.
Get up!
The
Yeah,
boys are.
Yeah.
Y'all are in what appears to be in a makeshift medical center.
Guess they captured us. We're in the system.
Again,
Again.
No, they finally got me.
All right.
Nandeska!
All right, guys. All right, hold on. Is there any nurses around? Make sure they don't.
No.
Make sure they don't. Okay.
no, there's no nurses around.
I'm still gonna speak quietly, not to wake up any of the dead people. But
The dead people.
No, the dead people are alive.
like, okay, guys. With any luck, castle's burned down, and we can probably get back in there and find our stuff.
Looting, yes, I
Yes.
like looting.
Yeah, not stealing.
Yeah.
It's-
Yes.
I'm a fan of looting, yes.
Yeah.
Like,
After
like
after
with a
that,
D.
after that, we need to figure out what the heck's going on.
Looting.
We need to find out why. Why is Rome on fire? I'd like to stop by my parents' place, see if they're okay.
That's
And-
Well, I think Rome. Don't they say something like Rome was built in a day? So like,
yeah,
that's probably why it's on fire.
they'll rebuild it next week.
Yeah.
Next day.
Yeah.
It would be fine.
You know, that place feels like this place burns down every other week. You know.
I suggest putting your armor on. Wait, neither of you wear armor. Only me. Well,
No.
I'm gonna put my armor on. And
I'll
And,
put
like-
my beer-stained kimono back.
I'll meet you guys outside, and then I'm gonna step outside the tent.
Alright. You exit the tent and you're just like in the midst of the town, um, and it seems a lot more relaxed now. Um, you realize that like now there's like people are being escorted to certain places and see like people are like
We're
handing out food
we're not
and
in like everything's not just burned to the ground.
yeah,
Everywhere.
it looks earlier when you are walking to the palace, it looked like a hurricane just hit.
Mhm.
Now it looks like FEMA's here and handing out the supplies. You know.
Okay.
So it's a much more in
What kind of
control
hurricane?
region.
Like Katrina or like
We're like
Pretty big. You know, like the one that
Is
hit
it? Okay.
Africa a little while ago, and everything went to
Alright.
crap.
Okay.
Buildings are
Went to
leveled.
crap.
Yeah.
Everything that was crap there was then gone, and it's
Okay,
just
everything
now
that
worse.
wasn't. Okay.
Mhm.
Everything that was not strapped down.
Yes. Um. So like it appears to be that the anarchy has ceased.
All
I
right.
emerged from tent.
I mean, you'll see that there's like a couple of like what appears to be like some kind of like a government building, kind of with like handing out supplies and goods, and there appears to be like officials that are now in charge.
Okay. Can I?
Do
Can
I,
I?
s-
Sorry.
do I see any familiar faces in the tent?
Not really. I mean, maybe some of them might have been guards, maybe, but you're pretty out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll head outside and group up with the others.
Mhm.
What
By
kind
that
of
you mean
freebies are they handing out?
The lady was not in there. with you, you know,
Okay.
there was not a fine lady in there.
No,
There
It
never
was
was
mind.
not a
bunch of-
fine
just-
lady.
There's a bunch of normal dudes, you know.
All right.
A lot of very unfine men.
Yes, I mean maybe one or two fine men that you know.
Note down for later.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
So I'm gonna approach one of those. I'm gonna approach FEMA and be like, try to get some freebies, try to get some handouts. You
Mhm.
know.
That's a good idea. hmm there's a huge line, and he's like, back of the line,
How long's the line?
huge, about 40, 50 people.
I'm gonna swipe. I'm just gonna like.
Ooh.
Why are we just thieves?
Wait, first will be like.
What? Why do you
What,
think
do
he
you
was
not-
in jail?
All right, before I do that, I'm gonna be like, but do you not recognize the great warrior Edo G?
Oh, oh, gee, I'm sorry, I didn't. Here you
And
go.
and
He
I'm
gives
his
you
doc-
one.
and I'm his doctor.
One. For NOG.
All right, while he's handing that to him, I'm gonna go behind him. I'm just gonna swipe one real quick.
Okay. Can you do a sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. Yeah, that's gonna be a. Can I take a 10 in this circumstance?
No, because you're trying to do it quick.
All right, 18. I'll take it
18?
anyways.
18, yeah, you got it. He's not really.
All right. So I'm gonna get that and like, thank you, and then we're gonna get out of there.
It's just some bread and
It's breakfast.
yeah.
No right.
We only have 2 loaves of bread though, and there's 3 of y'all.
Chico, get in line.
I will eat my loaf of bread.
He's like, nom, 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 nom. Gotta keep the
Chico
fupa
was
cool.
still suffering from hangover and is not hungry.
No, still a little sick. I feel that.
do I know where we are in the town?
I mean, yeah, you do.
Okay, so can
Yeah.
I? So what's closer, my house, my parents' house, or the castle?
Your parents' house.
All right. You guys mind if I stop by and see my parents on the way to the castle?
Yes.
All right.
You do.
Are we
mind?
on our way to the castle? Though?
Do you
Oh,
not
y'all
want to go to
trying
the
to-
castle? Do you not want your father's staff? I mean,
Are we sure that this is where they're keeping it?
where are they keeping it actually? Dang.
Y'all I don't know yet.
All right. Do we need to?
Can I search my brain to see if it was slipped up at any time last night and that I may possibly remember it?
Hey,
You could try.
smooth talking somebody.
It's slurred by a lot of
It's
alcohol.
slurred. Just roll an intelligence, I guess.
All right.
What was doing that? I need to unit it real quick.
All right, let's see. I rolled a 5, so that's a 4.
You remember something. You clearly remember that they definitely have a treasury at the castle.
All right.
Clearly remember that that's
Yeah.
definitely where they keep good stuff.
As a Tengu, who are of definitely not a stereotypically Semitic persuasion in D&D, I definitely remember that there was a treasury.
There's a lot of Semitic creatures in
Yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons. Quite a few.
for sure.
I mean-
Tolkien unintentionally made the dwarves Jews. He did not do that on purpose.
Yeah, it was. And then I mean, even goblins can definitely be very.
Just be glad I didn't take long nose for him as a feat.
What do you do with what does it give you?
You literally just turn into a normal human with a nose the length of your beak.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's great. The heck? My computer just shut off. The heck? Okay. Whoa, everything's blue now.
What I miss?
Why is everything blue?
We were talking about Jewism.
Jewism.
Judaism.
Judaism and
There's little
D&D.
Jews.
All right, so
How-
do you recollect
I
anything?
rolled a
He
I
recollects
rolled
there's a
5 for
treasury.
4.
There is a
He
treasure.
got a he recollected that treasure was definitely mentioned, and that they definitely have a treasury at the
In-
castle.
Okay.
He rolled a 5, so he got a 4. That's all he remembers.
He knows for a fact
Into the
that
dump
there
down,
is
right?
treasure at the castle.
All right, that's where we're going.
I like treasure.
After one quick stop at my parents' place.
You
I
go
need to-
see
I
to
need-
your family. Me
I need
me
to,
and
I need to check on my
and
cannabis
Mr.
plants
G
because-
here will go ahead.
Like cannabis plants.
Yeah.
Mr. G. Yes. That's my new stage name. Thank you for the
Mr.
introduction.
G.
Coming at you with the
Hey,
sick beats.
I'm Dr. G.
We got Dr. G, Mr. G, and
You
Edo
didn't
G,
know.
and
Uh,
I like to call you the good doctor. That's just
the
better.
good-
They get you.
The good doctor. Yeah, I like that. All right. So you
I'm
wanna
just
s-
that brown guy.
So you want to split up, Chico?
I do not believe I have any reason to go to your family's
Well-
home.
It would help
Hold on, I'm
me
gonna take
to
you
help
aside.
us to get our stuff back.
I thought you were just checking if they were living.
Well, yes, but I also need to get some supplies, so that I can actually.
Some supplies.
some-
Do you need us to carry your supplies?
Oh, that'd be very nice of you, actually.
Here you go.
You need
I
me to
mean-
rob
I'm
your
gonna-
parents?
I'm gonna take like Chigo like 2 feet away and then like kind of huddle and be like, dude, dude, he's got to have so much embarrassing stuff at his parents' house. Think of the leverage we'd have over this guy.
I'm just knowing where his parents are, so you can kill his parents. It's a huge advantage.
You
know,
Quick
Anytime y'all are
intervention.
in an argument, I know where your parents live.
Yeah, that
so
house that burned
so
down.
we go for leverage.
I can.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Yeah, well, we'll go with you. We got
Oh,
you.
awesome. Thank you.
All
All
right.
right, let's go.
So you'll start walking down the street and you'll realize just how much damage happened to the city in the attack. Like
Mhm.
it was ravaged. And you realize how many people, like, you're just kind of like, just having a chill little walk, and you realize how many people are like really like there's piles of like dead people, and they're like carrying bodies over there, and they're just like, it's
Set it on fire.
it's stacked. Yeah, they're just burning them in mass
Yikes.
droves.
Bring
Yeah.
out you dead.
Yes, exactly.
For the large amount of alcohol they have consumed in the last few days.
Yeah,
It will burn well.
yeah, they're popping. They're you know, and you hear the sounds of people mourning, and it's sad, and people are crying, and you're like, "Oh, my family!" And, you're over here, and I saw you throw a baby yesterday. Okay, you know, I know you. I know who
That
you
was a
are.
perfectly good baby.
It was a perfectly good.
But wish you had that baby now, huh?
Sad.
You're
I
walking,
don't
and
know
you'll
if
see
you
like
want to.
you start seeing like more stuff, where there's like handing out blankets, and some people like handing out some clothes, just like some just pretty mundane stuff that they're handing out.
Mhm.
There's plenty of other people looting stuff. There's a couple of like people are fighting people, and the guards are trying to break it up. They're trying to just keep it under control. As you get to your parents' house, and their house from first look is totally. I mean, it's pretty messed up.
Dang it.
You want to try and search it?
Yep. I will search. Dad. Dad. Where are you?
You don't hear anything from the shouts.
All right.
Dad?
Do I need to do a
Dad!
thorough search? Here's my objective. Find him if he's there. After I find out if he's there or not, I'm going to salvage as much alchemical materials as possible.
Right, well, he's not there, and you find some just a little bit of stuff. I mean,
Do I find enough to make my crap?
some crap, a handful of crap.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for Mrs. Goodman.
That's a good idea.
So can
You
I make?
find
So can I make like a few of my extracts, or do I get like my mutagen or what?
how much? Like price wise, how much are each of those?
They're all free.
They're all free.
Mhm.
I was like one like pure like material count. Does it like say?
It's for the extracts. It's just spells. So it's
Mhm.
like you like the twig that's struck by lightning for shocking grass. I don't have shocking grass,
Mhm.
but like butter for grease.
Mhm.
Right.
For a mutagen, it doesn't say. I don't think it says like there's no materials. It's just I need to have my alchemy set.
Oh, well, you found your alchemy set. It's a little tore up, but it's there. So I
Or
guess
I
you could
found my
make your
father's
mutagen.
alchemy. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
They burned down your father's only museum.
Yeah.
So if I can make a mutagen, I can make almost all my other stuff.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, then you can probably just make whatever you can without like having like pure resource count. Because you have an alchemist set.
I'll just make mutagen.
Oh yeah. You don't. Is it, you find the remnants of what looks like this place was pretty well looted,
Mhm.
pretty well tore up. So there's not like any like valuables left in it. The alchemist set was obviously left because no one knew what it was. It's just a couple beakers, no big deal. But there's obviously no like valuables.
Excuse me, that is a racially offensive term.
A beak.
Okay.
A beaker.
I appreciate that kind of
No,
language.
no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call. I wasn't calling you a beaker. I'm just saying that's a scientific term for one of these. It's actually not English. It's actually Latin for a container.
Right.
A container.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing personal. It's nothing personal. I promise.
I walk over to Edo, put my hand on his shoulder. Do not worry, friend. I know what it is like.
White people.
Caleb's over there. Well, everyone calls me roid rage.
Ruined.
I get made fun of in college for years.
At the academy.
Years of academy training wasted.
All right. So
Uh,
we don't find his parents. Not even remains of parents.
No bodies though. There's no dead people in the house.
Yeah, they're either in that pile over there or they're still kicking. So that'd be cool. That'd be swell. But they're getting kind of old. I wouldn't miss them too much. But we should get to the castle.
Yeah.
There is no leverage to be found here.
Hey, joke's on you. I found these panties.
It's like the bloomers. It's a big.
yeah.
The big
Yeah, they're like yay big.
He's like, yeah.
Well,
The
you
panty raid.
nice.
Feeling it now, Mr. Goodman.
That was good.
Now, Mr. Krabs. Alright.
All right, let's go to the castle.
We make our way to the castle. End up getting to the castle, and it's pretty well tore up from the outside, and you can definitely see
Nice.
where the lightning struck it, just right in the middle of it.
Are there any like gaping holes or other
Yeah.
than, the front door?
Any guards?
Yeah, the front door.
patrolling?
Oh, there's guards everywhere, but mainly it's over here. You see a lot more like where it seems like these are like higher up, more like advanced people. Like earlier, it was just guys wearing like a chainmail shirt. Now there's getting like these are like real guards, real. See like more people that look like more like officers, people that aren't even like in armor, but like they have like more of the like the insignias and
The
the they appear to be more like generals and stuff, like people that weren't here earlier but now are, or even you'll see some of them that were at the dinner that y'all were at,
Mhm.
but now you see them like actually in their military form. Where earlier they were just partying, now they're like garbed up, and you're like, oh wow, we were dining with generals and tacticians.
Okay.
You guys think we need to sneak our way in there, or they'll just let us in?
I'm gonna preen myself a little bit and kind of like, do you have any water?
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I'll try to like buff out some stains in my kimono and like clean my feathers up a little bit. And I'm like, nah, we're good. Good.
He takes his hat and he goes,
I can make sure.
I do not clean the hat because it is pristine.
It is pristine.
the rest of him filthy. The hat,
Pristine.
flawless.
But no,
So much so that you're like, that hat is perfectly clean. This is the
It's
first time you notice just how clean his hat is, because he's disgusting. You've been through a battle, you've been through a party, you've been through a bloody tent, you're walking through the town, y'all are disgusting, y'all smell bad. Y'all haven't showered in how long? His hat?
what's a
Flawless.
shower?
A shower is
they
where
have running
you-
water here.
Yeah, dude, this is Rome. Dude.
Wait,
They
I'm
invented
sorry.
the
I'm
shower.
sorry. He's not from.
Yeah, Chigo.
Oh,
wouldn't.
true. Oh, yeah.
Shower.
A
What-
shower
what
is
does not
where
bathe in
water
pond?
falls from the sky. It's like
Yeah.
indoor rain.
Anyway, we're trying to get in.
You want to sneak in, or do you want to try and mingle your way in?
I'm
I'm
asking these two, or is it these two? Is it these two, or is it these two, or is it those two?
I'm dude, I'm walking.
Where are
Me, it's these two.
I'm strutting.
All right.
Oh, he's-
We follow confidently behind Edoji. He appears to, walk in like you own the place and no one will ask a question.
Yeah.
Exactly.
sheer confidence. You'll make it almost there. You're like right at the door when a guy goes, "Hey, you're supposed to be here." Yeah.
Are you supposed to be here?
No. He runs off and now you just walk right in.
We just walk right
Right,
in.
subverted. What's the state of this? What's the state of this place?
He doesn't even know anymore. He's had a rough day. He hasn't slept.
Everyone in the town is dead. That guy was just unstable, and Chris just push him over.
Yeah, pushed him over the edge.
He had to kill his brother last night. He was one of the rioters.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he was like, I killed my own family. It's been rough, okay? And now you're in the castle. And
What's
there's
he say?
how's it looking?
there appears to be a lot of people trying to fix the place up. Like a lot of all the servants are like they're cleaning away blood and guts and party blood and booze and
Party
food.
blood? Is
Yeah.
that a euphemism for virgin blood?
No, it's because people were partying up and fights
Dude, that
break
shit's
out.
useful in alchemy.
I mean, it's
You
true.
have no idea the kind of stuff you can make with party blood.
Yeah, party blood. Wink, wink. That would be in this room over here.
Hello.
I know where I'm going. So you see like a lot of people are just doing work. It's nothing's like crazy happening. It's just they're cleaning up rubble, they're cleaning up. Some people are trying to patch the giant hole in the roof.
Mhm.
No, Chris was upside down for a second. That was weird. I was like,
No emperor.
no, you don't see him now.
No Navarro.
No, I don't think you'll see her either.
All right, guys. Upstairs or downstairs?
I would believe a treasury would be downstairs, yes.
Smart thinking.
Sure.
Cool. All right, let's go. We go.
Wait, hold
I
on.
completely forgot we stood up here to rob the place.
What do you mean downstairs?
What?
You wait, hold up. Y'all build underground here?
I don't. But it's a castle.
I
But
have.
like it doesn't flood or anything?
Apparently not. They've been doing it for years.
All right. Well, I'll be damned. All right. Let's go downstairs. I've never been underground before.
It's underground. All right. You'll walk across the building. You'll get to the downstairs. Down there, and it appears to be like some really it's just dark. No one's been down here in a while. So there's no torches, no nothing.
Hey, Chico. Hey, you light a match?
I
Do a magic trick? Snap of the fingers?
do you have small object?
Hey, Edgy, do you have low light vision or night vision at all?
Low light, but not
Low light?
dark.
Okay, it's pretty dark.
Do you have something to hold in your hand?
I'm sure you can. It's like.
You're just pulling
like a-
junk out.
I'm like
What,
I'm about to say
arrow?
beaker, but I stopped myself and say a file.
A beef file.
I cast light.
What did you have?
I was gonna take an arrow out.
Like whoa, that's nice.
I was the process of taking that out as he cast light on the.
So now you have the glowing file.
Dude,
Alright.
it's the what's it called that Galadriel gave Frodo the freaking.
Oh,
yeah, he's
the-
over there and he's like,
the light of
star.
the star.
It's not the
Oh,
even
what was
star.
it called?
That's what Aragorn has. I can't even.
Yeah,
remember.
it was.
Darn it. Well, man, I mean, I feel like I should know it, but whatever.
Disappointed.
It's not like we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, which is completely based off of Lord of the Rings or anything. It's not like we shouldn't know what that star is. Not important. So you end up, y'all are. It seems like a maze down here. You kind of feel like, oh, we've been here before. It's kind of feel like they're going in a circle. You're like,
I cast detect magic.
detect magic.
Yes.
All right, that's a good idea. You get like a hinting that it should be like something's over here. You end up you find like a door, and you're like, oh, it's behind this wall for sure.
Can I search it, see if it's locked or otherwise trapped?
It's locked. It might be a really really sick lock, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
I have no knowledge of lockpicking.
There's nobody down here.
Nobody down there. It's
Nobody,
just a wooden door.
nobody to let us in.
Nobody let you in.
I can challenge the door to a duel to the death.
I mean, if we throw at a-
Use his head.
if we throw no not throw no we use his head. If we throw his cloud around enough, maybe we can get somebody to come open this for us, or we could just try to open it illegally.
I believe secrecy is required here.
Got it, boss. Let's see. Before we smash its crap in, I'm gonna try.
I
to take
can start fire if needed, but secrecy goes out window.
Wait. What if you start a fire somewhere else?
Whoa.
This is backup plan.
Can I've got an idea. I'm gonna draw my katana, my like super long two-handed weapon, and attempt to pick the lock.
What do you?
I like
what do
it.
you do?
I
both
like it.
both me and Goodman are just looking at you like,
I wanna
what
see
are
where
you
this-
doing, friend?
I want to see where this goes.
Roll a lockpick for me, man, or a disable device. I want to see how this goes.
This man is not trained in disabled device.
15.
15. I want to give it to him. You got it.
You pick the lock.
I'm gonna assume you just broke that lock.
he
totally did.
just
It just
janked
broke
that
the
lock
door.
up with the
You
sword.
like tickle it a little bit, and then eventually he just starts like making like really rapid movements.
It just stabs through the door and just breaks the lock.
Yeah.
Every time. Success. First try.
Give that man a hero point.
Every time.
I'm the greatest. I love that. I'm playing Smite. I'm the greatest.
All right, let's go in.
All right. They open the door, and he's put the light in there, and realize this is one super dank sex dungeon.
Oh my god!
Where are
Do I see Navarro?
Navarre, the sex dungeon?
Think of
I
all
cast
the,
detect magic to see what was
think of
magical in
all
here.
the wasted party blood that's been in here.
Party blood.
You detect magic.
Not
There's
sure
like
you
some
want that shit.
handcuffs that appear to be the source of this magic.
What
What
is?
does?
Some handcuffs, yeah, like they're like some shackles on the wall.
I am guessing they do not break.
What?
Yeah.
Those fuzzy cuffs?
Huh.
Emperor is up to some kinky stuff down here.
I don't even want to know. Well, it's just not
I
the
guess
right
we keep.
directory.
I guess we keep searching.
Let's get out of here.
No one's gonna take the cuffs, man.
I thought they were attached to the wall.
I mean, you could break a wall.
You can
Break them off the stone wall. What are we gonna do with these?
You never know.
Man,
Uh,
I don't think I want them.
We don't
I don't
need.
wanna-
We
I
don't need some indestructible fuzzy handcuffs.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure how much Shigo told us about those cuffs, anyways.
Yeah. I was
He
gonna
might
say
just
that.
looked at them and been like, "Dang,
No.
that's a little worrisome." But
I don't want to know what those were used for. I'm just gonna leave.
continue the search.
To continue the search, continue detecting magic. You'll sense like another like source kind of following. It's another door, and this door is a bit. It seems like it's a bit more heavy duty, but maybe the lock is less. But the door's a bit sturdier.
Okay.
Goodwin, do you not know how to pick locks?
I can't. I don't have the proper tools, but I can still give it a try if you want me to.
I mean, y'all did have one man who just masterfully picked the lock.
Yeah, I mean,
Sword.
Well, yeah,
Or you can let this man smack it again.
After you, my friend.
but I don't want to steal all the glory. So
I'll
if you wanna
take.
try-
All right, I'll take care of it. Can I take it in here, or is that a no go?
Yeah, you can take a 10, but I don't think a 10 will pass it.
That's gonna give me an 18.
Oh, yeah, probably get it.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got it, sure.
So just sit here watching Caleb be very careful.
You know, you'll have been down here a while.
Can,
You're
can I
really
get
like,
some more feathers,
you're like-
please?
Yeah,
you know, you're really digging in there. You're like getting a feather, and you're like a feather in your mouth. You're like,
Get out the file.
you know,
I wouldn't. do
Yeah,
that
I mean
if I
the
were you.
file in his mouth.
I wouldn't do that if I were.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put my feathers in your mouth. If I were you.
Oh, why you told me that? Tell me it's.
you know, you're like, and you're like, oh, we're in. You know, Yeah.
Alright, what's behind this door?
you know.
Well,
You get in
sexual
there.
gratification.
You end up getting in there, and you see like a bunch of like chests, and it's pretty dusty and dirty in here. It seems like no one's really been in there for a while.
Okay,
Quick,
get it. Close door.
yeah. You'll see like what you're detecting towards like maybe one chest, mainly more. But there could be some other stuff in here, maybe. But one of them is definitely like more prominent than the others.
I believe this in this one over here.
All right, let's crack it open. I hold the light out so you can see it.
Crack that bad boy open.
Is
and
it locked?
pulls- No, it's not locked. I mean, the lock was on the door. And it's just like some really nice robes. You know, there's about like 3 really clean robes.
Are your detective fingers broken or something? Cause
They are apparently magical. I
take a
do not.
I'm wearing the robes. I'm wearing all 3.
I mean,
Can I appraise? Can I appraise them?
Yeah,
my plan wasn't.
I got a
exactly
16.
This.
yeah. They're like a super fine silk. They're like really really nice, and they appear to have some kind of like enchantment to make them like more durable. They're like tougher.
So
These
the
are very
silk,
fine
they
silks.
Eastern looking.
I dare say finer than my own.
And yeah, you'll see that they're Eastern. They'll look like they look more Muslimy.
How are you supposed to wear this thing?
Well, I could show you, but is now the time to be donning robes?
I mean, I wasn't
Oh, wait, you
planning
seen
on
this?
stealing from the castle. If you guys want to, that's up to you.
And just gonna tie 2 of the robes together to make one functioning robe.
You're just gonna Tom Kench this?
Yeah. I love Tom
Dude, rather
sewing 2
than
coats together.
three goblins in a trench coat. All right, it's 3 trench coats on a.
On a
God.
thing. I like it. All right.
Well, maybe,
So-
maybe does anyone have like a bag or something? We can maybe like take one of these for later. I mean, I know they kind of threw us a feast last night, but like these are nice robes. And
If you want to take them, I'm not gonna stop.
Just-
I just don't want to go
Just
back
shove
to
it under your
tossing.
shirt.
do I have deep pockets in my kimono? Or
You're just
You
gonna
just start shoving them into your shirt.
yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
just
take-
shove it right in the.
I'm gonna take a quick peek in the rest of these chests to
Mhm.
kind of surmise: is this even a treasury?
Yeah, you'll open one of them and it's just full of gold, but I mean it's like gold bars.
No,
We can't
Um,
deal with cold
Wait,
bars.
yeah, you
bars.
pick one up and it's like it's heavy, and you're like,
We are not
Oh,
well
you-
equipped for
it-
taking
Yeah.
such items. None of us have.
you're
Dude,
You're
we're gonna
like-
get caught. It's a one way ticket back to the Coliseum.
How are we carrying this out of the castle
Yeah.
without being spotted?
we just want to get our stuff back. Okay, it's fine. But if I had my bag, listen.
If we find our things, we take the things. Okay,
Yeah.
we must find our things.
Let's go find our things. I'm gonna
Wait,
get back in
so
there.
did y'all take the robes or no?
Did he
Uh,
take?
yeah,
NOG
them?
no,
has them in
I-
his kimono.
I as many robes as I can.
Okay, you got all
in my
3?
folds.
Okay. You got all 3 of your. You shoved them in the feathers. You shoved them. Yeah, you got them in there.
You just
he's-
wait. He in the flaps, dude. What are these flaps
Yeah,
called?
the flap.
In the
I
flaps,
got,
yeah.
I got 3. I got 5 of them, right? I open up one robe, another one robe, another one.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2 left.
That is quite.
Yeah, you got 2 flabs, all good.
How does
You
how
can
does
bar
your
gold in one of those flabs.
how does your anatomy work? That you just have pockets? Is this do all?
Have you ever seen the naked owl?
A naked owl? What's the difference between a regular
Yeah.
owl?
No, like it is a regular owl, but like have you ever just like gotten curious and like lifted the feathers up? It's like,
No, I can't
oh
say
well,
it.
no, okay. Well, do it sometime. And you'll know that it's really thick. You got.
Do it.
I'll keep that. All right, next time I see an owl. Okay. All right, let's get out of here. I'm gonna lock the door.
Chico makes mental note. NOG lifts skirts of owls.
Write that down.
I'm gonna lock this door behind us.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me even shave off a little bit. I'm just kidding. Can I get some gold plate? Yeah, they will notice the shavings.
Lead the way, magic hands.
I continue detecting magic.
You would have also found like there was like a ring in there.
One magical ring.
It was just a gold band.
Was it magic?
Praise ring.
It would be a pretty rough appraise.
Well, I'm appraising it anyways.
Mhm.
15.
You know that it's definitely magical for sure. It's definitely like got like you can like feel it in your hand. You're like, this thing has got power.
Just hold it up to a flame.
I will carry this on my person until I can discover its magical purposes, and I just put it on my finger.
Okay, you put it on your finger.
Yeah.
You put it on your finger, and as you put it on, it kind of locks in place.
Drat! It was cursed.
But you feel good. It kind of like you feel like you could take a punch.
Interesting.
You get 1 AC.
Ooh.
But that thing's locked on your finger for sure.
Well, now they're gonna track us down.
What is that? Was it Adventure Time? Look at all these magic ways we got. Too bad they're cursed.
Yeah, it's like cousins.
All right. Is there any more? Is there any more rooms? Any more downstairs? Any more upstairs?
There's more rooms, but you don't really sense any more like magic. I mean, you still kind of was you like you cross it and you go, oh no, that was the dungeon over there, you know.
Yeah.
We already found the sex dungeon, so what else could be worse?
Oh,
We're
there'll be a
just
lot
finding
worse.
all the Emperor's dark secrets down here.
So, there's not gonna be any more magic down there, but y'all could just loot around for maybe to find some more cool stuff.
There's 0 people down here.
No, there's nobody down there.
So,
Might as-
I guess
might
I
as well
turn to
take a
the-
look.
I guess I turn them. I find no more magical things down here. If our things are in the castle, they are not on this floor.
Well, let's take a quick look in a couple of these rooms before we go back upstairs.
Oh yeah, some of those other chests would have had like other fine silks and there's one that was like full of spices
Implying
and
Implying we
money.
could carry these
it was
right
all
now.
inherently valuable things, but none of it was. I mean, you wanted to,
Implying
like-
these things have value right now because of the current economy has been destabilized.
that is exactly
And
everything.
like,
is
I got this gold bar. Can't eat it though. You know what I'm saying?
A gold bar for a loaf of bread? Come on!
What do you take me for?
a fool.
Start trading in like brick chips or something.
That's the
Ta-
economy that Chico knows how to work.
I know this world well.
All right, let's go back upstairs.
You
Yeah.
might search some of the rooms, and it's like some bedrooms, some like obviously like some
Anything
stored
I
rooms.
can use for doctorly purposes.
Yeah, you'll have one room where it's full of like a couple medical supplies, just like mundane
Doctor.
stuff.
All right, I'm gonna keep.
You find maybe you'll find another tranquilizer in there, maybe 2.
I'm gonna keep collecting this stuff until I have a fully functioning alchemist set.
Yeah, you got fully functioning alchemist set.
Oh, from just here?
Well, you got that from your dad's house.
Yeah. So put them together. All right.
Yeah,
So I've got
you found the missing pieces.
nice. So I've got the full set, and I've got 2 tranquilizers.
Mhm.
Let's go. Back upstairs.
We must assume the what is word? Guys, that we have done nothing wrong.
Have we really done anything wrong? I mean, I know I
One
have.
of us does have object shoved in many folds, and I cannot take this off.
Many This is completely stuck on my hand.
Put some dirt on the ring. It matches your skin color, and we'll.
Burn.
I mean this in in the most wholesome way. I'm sorry. I am not a racist, Chico.
I'm not a
Some of my best friends are dirt.
Some of my best friends.
I know a lot of really dirty people, okay? I love them very much.
Okay, let's get.
I don't believe I have any spells that could help here. I could press digitation and make it change color.
Couldn't you make it
Mhm.
the same color as your skin?
Yeah, can I press digitation?
Yeah, it looks
Alright.
just like your hand.
You got
Let's see.
got a little lump on your hand now.
Yeah, you just got a little
Just-
bump.
Very
Good
nice.
old press digitation.
Very nice.
Oh, and you want to write down that you got a cursed ring of protection?
Too bad it's cursed.
Yeah. I mean, you could maybe get that off, but I don't think you care too much.
I just don't want
you
them
know.
to track us. Be like, hey, that's the such and such ring of the emperor and used for such and such times, and you're gonna die now.
That's the legendary ring.
The legendary cursed ring. If you wear it, you die in 7 days.
Who's seen the episode of Konosuba where he gets the necklace that grants your wish?
I haven't gotten that far.
Chris, you know what I'm talking about?
Why is my freaking every time my computer?
Yeah, so let's shimmy around the spot of the staircase up to the second floor.
Mm-hmm. As y'all leave
Someone's
the
gonna be waiting for it.
basement, you catch a glimpse of. You're like, is that? I know that booty. I'd recognize it anywheres. And you see Navarre walking around. She's just bossing some people around, yelling at some people.
Boys, I've got a call.
A call? Is it?
He pulls
is it
out the
another bird?
robes and he slips some robes. your beer-steered kimono. You're like,
Does the feathers and like does the
Yeah. I puff out. Y'all seen that Planet Earth like bird mating?
Yeah. just doing that?
I turned to Goodwin. Let us use this as distraction. Yes.
Got it. Are we going upstairs or are we?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, all right. All right. So we're gonna loop around and search the upstairs while he talks to her.
While he's making his mating dance in the middle of the hall in front of everybody.
Okay, so you strut your stuff towards her. Can you give me a diplomacy or a charm person? I guess.
Give me something. Anything.
Roll me a die and add
Oh.
+10.
Okay, let's do that. So I got a 18 without the +10.
She turns her head and
Everyone's watching your
you know,
mating dance.
everybody in the room stops and she turns around. She starts running to you and all slow-mo, and she jumps into your arms. And she's like, whoa,
Love.
whoa, love. I didn't know we were talking love.
It just slipped out. But,
Oh. I think
It's
we
a,
might
it's a
be
pet
in
name.
a
It's a
relationship.
pet name. It's a pet name.
yeah, it means something else in Japanese.
Oh, okay. Well,
so what's-
that's the thing. And she jumps back into your arms.
The music starts back up again.
There's the romantic music over here.
oh,
We got
God.
the tracks. We got we need romance.
We're fine, Timmy.
It's-
We're
it's fine.
fine.
It's fine. The moment's
Okay.
gone.
The moment's gone. You missed it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, I'm afraid I was a bit out of sorts last night. What happened?
The villagers decided to start an uprising and tried to kill the emperor. Then the emperor killed most of the uprising. I think he killed them all. A lot happened. But now that
Damn.
over half of our population is dead, the people that are alive actually have plenty of food. So that's a bonus.
Hello, Thanos. Hello. Is that
Alright,
true?
Thomas Malthus. Alright, I
Oh
appreciate
yeah.
it.
So now that once everyone realized that, well, now there's enough food for everybody, and now there's enough places for everybody to sleep. The problem was pretty much solved. So now everyone's just calm and choosing a place that they want to stay. Now that
Now that
there's a lot of homes available.
it's free real estate.
Free real estate.
Rome is inevitable.
So, but we're trying to keep it under control. Make sure that there's an equivalent exchange of value for the land that these people are claiming. Just keeping it fair.
All right. I'm casting detect magic upstairs.
You'll find that you're like it's real faint. Real, you're like somewhere around here.
He's very far this way.
Is there anyone else? Is it also vacant up here?
There's guards up there. There's some people. You're gonna have to like kind of.
It's like Legend of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
when you're walking through the hedges, getting around.
You're detecting magic, but you're trying to. You're like, hey, how's it going? Hi, how are you? Not just waving. Don't worry about it.
Friggin' Iron Giant glowing spotlight.
Yeah.
Is your glowing bottle still glowing?
No. Only lasts.
Okay.
It does not last very long.
Yeah, light doesn't last very long.
Like 6 minutes or something. 4.
I would have had
I
to
don't
keep recasting it on the bottle while we were down there.
Light sucks. 4 minutes. Imagine if you're in a fight. Like, imagine if your light goes off in a fight and you're just
4
like,
minutes in a fight. That's like 40 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
no, but what if you already had it on for a little while before the round and you go for like 10
Then I
rounds?
just recast light on my stick that I'm holding.
True. All right. But what if you were at the end of the turn cycle? Everyone's like, well, I'm just gonna hide in the corner for a little bit. I don't know. So, as y'all are walking over there, are you gonna go for more of a stealth approach, or are you gonna go for more of a talk y'all's way through it and just kind of make it seem like y'all are where y'all are supposed to be?
Yeah, like we're.
If anyone asks, claim Nevara sent us up here.
Obviously, yeah, she's downstairs talking with Edo.
Yeah. No one really stopped y'all. Just kind of chill.
Cool.
End up making it to like what appears to be a pretty dank door. It's like it looks real nice, and there's like 2 guards in front of it.
Wait. Why we? I just realized. Chico.
Yes.
We found the treasury. And our stuff wasn't there. Where? Why would it be up here?
I know not. It was not in the main floor. It was not down there. I do not know what they did with our things. Apparently, no one knows what they did with them. They just take other people's things and throw them away.
Khajiit is fed up with your bullshit.
Like,
Throw away.
all right, I'm gonna go to these. I'm gonna go to these guards. I'm like, sorry, is this the throne room?
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay, thank you.
This is the king's chamber. He's taking a little nap.
Sorry, I don't need to go in there. I was just making sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, like let's go back downstairs and see Edo.
Let's see how things are going.
Yeah.
I hate to do this, but I've just looked at my data usage. And while I do have technically unlimited data, it does increase charges, and I've used 2 gigabytes
Out of what?
for this.
Oh,
Well, 2 gigabytes like tonight, like for this
Okay.
call.
Okay.
I'm totaling about 10. Usually I do about 2 a month.
Okay.
So
I gotta get ready to leave in
probably
like I'm getting ready to leave in like 20 minutes anyways.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, so just a little early.
Yeah. No big deal.
we're in a pretty chill zone right now. So
Yeah. It's not like we're in the middle of anything.
Just finish your conversation with
Yeah.
Navarro as me and
Yeah.
Gail were coming back down.
and who's this
Me
kid
and
guy
Dr.
keep
Goodman.
talking about?
Yeah. So as they're kind of actually like coming down the stairs, I want to ask her. So if the uprising was quelled so quickly, why was everything on fire?
Oh, that was the Furies. Yeah, they just
Furies.
yeah, they were just catching. When they came in, they just tore everything up, and in actuality, I think they accidentally started the fire, and some guy apparently was smoking while in the brewery, and whenever the chaos started, he dropped his dank on the floor, caught the brewery on fire. The brewery exploded, and it ended up catching pretty much everything in the surrounding area on fire, which then proceeded to spread throughout the entire town.
It was not my fault this time.
this
Oh
time.
yeah, good night. Oh hey.
Yeah, hey, sorry.
Oh, and not to mention the fire that was also, don't know how that fire started in the town square, did also spread. But I think the Furies started that fire. Don't know why they started that fire.
The fire I started was put out. I put that one out. That was not
You
me.
started this, right?
Is used for smoke screen. I had to get away. That was all I was doing, I swear.
I am not. I am not.
I did kind of attempt to kidnap the emperor in that situation, but
That
no
was
one
kidnapping.
saw. No one knows.
The Emperor, he was just
He was
like,
like,
The emperor
"Thanks,
didn't
thanks."
even know. No one saw that failure of an attempt.
It did not
Yeah.
exist. If no
Did
one,
not exist.
if a tree falls in the woods, the
And
frogs
no one
aren't
heard-
gay.
Exactly.
a tree
Uh,
falls in the woods and Alex Jones isn't around to report it.
Um,
Uh,
so Navarre is like, if the men that owned that cart was still alive, I would press charges. But he's definitely dead. So I mean, what's the point? Not to mention, the prison
I
was
would
also
know, I
burned
couldn't.
down. So I mean, I wouldn't have anywhere to put you anyways.
Hmm.
Lucky for me, I got a promotion. I mean, there's no prison anymore, so now I'm just.
I'm gonna,
part
I'm
of the
gonna,
Royal
I'm gonna,
Guard.
I'm gonna. While she's talking about this, I'm gonna nudge Edo. I'm like, you know,
Does Edo even notice?
What are you trying to say?
I'm thinking we should pick up where we left off last night. If you know what I'm saying.
All right. Where's the drinks?
No, not that. What we were doing before we started drinking ravishly, or that's not a word.
But she's like, oh, the drinks are right over here.
Oh, all right. Well,
We still need to claim our
Um,
personal effects. We
oh,
have no clue where they might be.
Oh, yeah, that would probably be. There was a thief that ended up going through the town, and he ended up just he ended up stealing most everything worth stealing. I have no idea how he held it all. He was just shoving it in a bag, and it kept fitting so much stuff in this bag. We have no idea how, but he went on a tear.
But they did not
Stole-
steal from the castle territory. That was all intact.
Oh yeah, that's because we had guards guarding the treasury at the time. Oh, we should probably put some men on there. To be honest, he might come back. Hey, you go guard
He
the treasury.
He definitely came back.
He might have come back and taken a few objects
Yeah.
from down there. We saw someone leaving the castle earlier, but we could not recognize him.
Oh, we should try and go get him. Hurry, let's follow him.
Let's
Where'd he
go.
go?
We're gonna find this guy.
What direction did he go?
East.
He
East?
left back door. We do not know where he went.
Oh, guards,
East of drunk.
this way. Let's go. Runs off with a whole bunch of guards.
Well, that deals with that problem. Let us move on then.
So, do we go after this guy ourselves, or are we just saying to hell with it? And
My father's
Yeah,
staff
I-
is
I'm
the
sure
most
you guys are
prized
very attached.
possession of my people.
I mean,
you can
think about
find
it.
another stick in the woods. So.
But if we find him, think about all the crap he has, huh?
It was imbued by the magics of my forefathers. It holds great value. He who holds it is chieftain.
Wait, you're a chieftain, or you were? You were a chieftain?
My father was. Events happened. He is no longer. I tried to reclaim throne, but money is problem.
Well, sounds like this is a two birds, one stone. Case
Whoa,
of
whoa,
close
hey,
for you.
whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
okay.
Jesus Christ! Come on, man.
I'm sorry.
You keep hitting me with this.
They
shit.
don't. They, I don't get out of the house much. You know what I'm saying? I'm.
No wonder nobody likes
The etiquette it eludes me sometimes. I apologize.
Don't really hang out with you.
I
Orient
never
folks
understand
very often.
etiquette either. Wash hands before eating. Do not use clothes to wipe butt. I do not know.
So maybe it shouldn't go on the internet. If we can just keep this one off.
It's the best one.
It's the best one.
Alright, well, let's go catch a thief.
All right.
Where does one start to catch thief, though? We do not know about his whereabouts, his tendencies. Oh, how do we find him? He could have left the city by now.
I would have asked
I-
Navarre about these things before she left.
Write him a letter challenging him to a duel.
That's a good idea. We
Can't
should do that.
refuse. He can't refuse.
So
Where
we
do we
must
mail the
find his address
Yeah.
to send letter.
Yeah, you should ask Navarre.
Send deal.
I'm just gonna pick up a guard. Do you? I heard there was a thief. Do you know where he's from?
Oh yeah.
All right. Do you have like a parchment?
Oh yeah. There you go. Oh, you need a pen?
I don't need one. I'll just pluck one of the feathers.
Oh, okay.
I just need ink. I'm going to craft the most brilliantly beautiful
Can you challenge someone via
letter
letter?
out of this calligraphy
Gain
for,
Spain.
with my -1 int for a 3.
You attempt it? It looks bad. It's barely legible.
Point across?
Yep. The point's got to cross.
All right, I'm gonna roll it up and give it to that guy.
Okay, I'll get this right over to his house. Don't know if he's still there though.
Spend a challenge.
You're gonna spin it? I like it. Challenge via letter.
Challenge through letter.
I like it. I
Wait,
like
he
it.
has-
Alright, the guard he leaves.
wait,
What's up?
this man actually knows where his house is. I'm gonna follow him.
Alright.
Did
Oh no, that's a good idea. Yeah.
did Navarra actually leave?
Yeah, she ran off with the guards.
You guys catch up with her. I'll meet back here.
All right. Let's catch up in the bar.
All right, so y'all are running after Navarro, and you're running after the guy delivering the letter.
Mhm.
Okay. As Caleb is following the delivery man, he sees a crazy flying man swoop down, drop kick the man carrying the letter, picks up the letter, and flies away.
Huh?
What?
Screeching the whole time.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
He's, oh, I should have known. This happens all the time. Ah,
What just? What was
shoulda known.
that?
Oh, that was the illiterate son of Hermes, Dermes. Yeah, he really hates mail. I should have known. He's actually, I was delivering it to his house. I should have guessed that it was him the whole time.
Here.
It's
are you,
well,
are
at
you
least I got the letter.
are you hurt? Are you hurt anywhere?
Yeah, actually,
All right, here,
I
take
think
some
my
of this.
ribs are broken.
All right, take some of this. It'll make the pain go right away. And I stab him with one of those tranquilizers.
The tranquilizer. He goes,
Yeah.
oh, he's just,
All right. I'm gonna
they
meet up.
just
With,
leave him in the street.
yeah, I'm gonna meet up with everyone back at the. I'm a doctor. He's gonna be a-okay.
Just leave him in the road, unconscious, with a few broken ribs.
I'm gonna meet up with. I'm coming back. I'm gonna find the one.
Okay. Well, they haven't gotten back from trying to get Navarra yet,
All right.
so you could probably try and chase after them, I guess.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to concoct all of my my dingle
That's a good
dogs.
idea. Okay. So you're concocting your dingle dobblers,
Mhm.
and they catch up to Navarra, and she's on her way to his house, assuming that that's where he was running. So if Caleb stayed there, they would have caught up to him eventually. But he went halfway there, and then he went back, and now he's just in the wrong place.
Wrong place at
So
the wrong
they're
time.
at his house, trying to find him, and it's his house is pretty tore up. But as you see, it's just a whole bunch of like loose mail is all over the place. Letters, uh, any form of packages. He just stolen packages. Um,
Unopened, just lying
unopened,
around.
just scrolls, packages, and letters of all kinds sprawled all over his house. But there's no sign of him there. And she's like,
Well,
oh, should have known he wasn't gonna be here. Oh. She
you
puts
know of him stealing your mail and leave him here?
oh, no one can catch him. He's unbelievably fast.
But you
And
know
he
where he
flies.
lives.
Well,
He always comes here.
well, I've tried putting guards on his door, but he just kills the guards. So, what's the point of leaving guys here if they're just gonna get? It's just, I mean, it's just a few letters here and there. It's not that big of a deal, you know. I mean, sometimes if you want to, you might secretly deliver a letter. It's been a problem for a while. We've kind of gotten used to it.
It's a workaround.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real inconvenience when you're trying to get a package delivered, but normally you're better off just delivering it yourself. You don't make sure it's not in a package, because he'll know. Yeah, he'll know for sure. But if you just deliver something to somebody, normally he won't worry too much. But letters, he's not a huge fan of. We've really stopped using the mail service here as a whole. It doesn't really work. We've tried to ask people about, and it's best to leave them be.
I start
mean-
casting detect magic.
Can I read a letter?
Yeah, you start reading mail. It's just can't even. You're like, it's just normal. Like, son, I love you. I hope to see you soon. I'm coming to town for the festival. Oh, and then,
Oh, they're dead.
you pick one, and it's like, if you don't send the money to this address, your son will be dead. Whatever. Yeah.
Just spam.
Just
Yeah,
spam mail.
just spam. Nothing too
Something about
important.
Nigerian prince.
Yeah, you're like, oh hey,
Do
there's
you
a
know this
Nigerian prince that lived here.
No, I've not heard of him.
All right, I thought you did.
Oh.
And they call me racist.
Aiden's like, I've heard of him.
So,
Alright, well, you know
do we get into detect magic?
You see like a package, you kind of stealth it away. Probably wouldn't go opening packages while everybody's around. I mean, you're reading mail. What's just a little mail? I mean, there's a difference between reading a letter and cracking open somebody's presents.
Cracking open the Christmas presents.
These freaking sanguinalian presents.
Saturnalia?
Saturday, yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow!
Uh,
I just sanguinalia is a 40k thing.
It's sanguinalia. It's definitely sanguinalia.
Alright, so Navarro's like, okay, I'm gonna put some guards watching it and try to make sure that they don't get caught because he'll kill them for sure. But if he comes home, we'll get him then.
So they're starting a stakeout.
Yeah, we're gonna stake this place out. The stake out a thing yet?
All right.
Is that a thing?
Well, let's.
The stakeout? You mean when we take a pig and we stake it outside on the fire?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the pig, and we're staking him out on the fire.
Yeah.
Okay, the stakeout.
Oh hell yeah!
We're gonna watch him, and then when he's here, we'll stake him out. Side. Mine. Yeah.
Spit roast.
All right.
All right. Well, let's head back to the castle and consolidate. Meet up with Goodman, the good doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And, we'll figure out what to do from here. I think.
All right. So you'll get back to the castle, and Caleb's over there, and he's like,
Yeah, oh, guys, you will not.
He's over there. What?
Guys, I know who the thief is. I found him.
We already know.
We just returned from his home.
There was a guard outside.
Well, he's not gonna be there. I saw him. I saw him with my eyes, dude. With these eyes, he killed a guard. He killed the guy that was delivering the letter.
I mean, this guy, he's fine.
He's just
He's
like,
over there.
I knew. See, I told you that medicine, just what you needed.
he left him for dead.
I was robbed. It's all your fault. Don't worry about it. You're alive.
Did he get the letter though?
He got the letter.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
you best believe I would get my job done.
He got the letter, but he can't read.
Yes.
Damn.
I mean, you just put a claw on it, right? And then he gets the message, right?
Yeah.
Does he have?
It was.
Is he
quite frankly, and not to fluff my own feathers, but that was the most eloquent piece of literature that has ever really been written. So I'm pretty sure it would still get the point across.
Yeah, it transcends words. Was he a bird man too?
No.
It was literally chicken scratches.
He was just a normal looking dude.
he just zoomed.
He just flies. It's like he runs on the air.
He's a
Okay.
demigod.
I was having trouble picturing how he was flying.
He
I
just
thought he was just like L
zoomed.
posing and just.
Yeah, he's just L posing on him. Yeah,
He's just T-posing on him.
it's like he's running on the sky.
Okay, I got it. So he's just booking it.
Yeah, he's just booking it.
What, Chris?
It's even more funny now.
He's watching the guy.
With the sun.
You know in Skyrim, the horse glitch, where they're riding the horse on the ground and then get off the horse and go. Yeah, that's what he does. Yeah,
Took
he
that
just
name's
horse
letter?
glitched.
All right. So what's the plan?
I think the plan is that I think we end the session here.
All right.
Yeah, and then we figure out the plan.
No, that wasn't a bad session for
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
told you
that
there's gonna
too,
be less fighting later.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
Sure.
y'all were just starting out and I'm like, it's a coliseum in the start, and Caleb's like, all there is fighting. I'm like, it's a coliseum. What do you think was gonna happen?